We have another NHL trade to discuss this evening between the Avalanche and the Red Wings. We'll get into the details coming up next. Welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. Been a busy day so far with NHL news. We have another trade, a fairly small trade, but another depth piece here for the Avalanche. And as we know, some of these pieces do end up coming in handy and playing bigger roles than many of us sometimes expect heading into the playoffs. The Avalanche have acquired defenseman Patrick Nemeth from Detroit in exchange for a 2022 fourth-round draft selection. So, of course, the Avalanche are very familiar with Nemeth. Of course, he played there directly before going to Detroit as a free agent. He played there for 2 seasons after a few years with the Dallas Stars. So, certainly a lot of familiarity for both pieces there. Of course, his cap hit's just around, I think, $3 million. Didn't see any confirmation about salary being retained or anything of that nature. So, at this point, as far as I know, and if anything changes or comes out, I'll update the pinned comment, but nothing about salary retention so far in this trade. So obviously that's a decent pickup for the Avs. I mean, Nemeth has put up decent numbers in Detroit considering how weak the team is and how many losses they put up. Like, he's only a -1, and I know plus minus is not the greatest stat, and I know a lot of the analytics people don't overly care for it, but you know what? It's still an indication of your play on the ice, and to be a -1 as a defenseman with the Red Wings in a bad season is not overly terrible. So I think, obviously he can play, a reduced role in Colorado. Obviously they have a lot of their young dynamic defensemen there, like Makar and Gerard and Taves, Byram, etc. So like he'll certainly have a small role, but still something that can be an extra depth insurance piece. So I'm sure the Avalanche will likely do more business than this. We might see some other players out of the Red Wings kind of sold off here as pending unrestricted free agents, which Nemeth falls into. So we'll see what happens. So let me know your thoughts on this trade, and we'll see if there's any more here. I imagine there'll be lots over the weekend, so stay tuned to Top Shelf Hockey. I'll keep you all up to date with the 2021 NHL Trade Deadline news. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and turning on your notifications so you don't miss any future content, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd appreciate it if you did. Make sure you stick around for all the coverage here for NHL Trade Deadline 2021. It's bound to get busy over the next few days. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.